Hey, welcome back everyone. Dreads here. Another gaming in the evening from the Dreads Secret Lair. So this evening, a little bit of farming and coming back on some details from the latest update. I posted a very generic video this morning, which I'm not fully satisfied with. I did one other live session to come back on some of those topics. So I still need to do a little bit of work on my farm right now. So you will see me start a few rallies, most likely start the construction of the strategy center in my farm alliance, and then we'll switch to a bigger account and talk a little bit more about latest update and what has been added to the game. So going back to where I left, that's all good. So most likely one last rally for my smaller farms. My big guy is already out of stamina, so you will see me do a combination of rallies. Actually, I need everyone. I may aim actually for a much larger camp than usual and use all three farms to ensure the win. So let's see what we have. Yeah. Alright, so let's see if three small farms could defeat a new level 32 distance captain and be able to grab some level 7 chests. Let's see. It should actually be fairly easy. With the three accounts, there we go. I'm already almost like ready to leave the accounts I'm gathering with my two extra marches. I keep the main one in the airship to be able to defeat those camps. So I'll do a little bit more donations, and even at this point, I may even invest a little bit of gold just to get things rolling. We do need more strategy centers. Well, it's always useful, but now with KVK, always handy to have like to be able to cast strategies or whatever expression they use in Guns of Glory, knowing that from any of those four windows I can easily access it, freeze anyone, start Doom Cannon. Alright, so I may have a little bit of room left on those two accounts on the top. Alright, we will take all the tier 2 and tier 3 that we can find, and then I'll double check. I do believe I have some extra gold on two accounts because I am getting very close to Alliance rank 10 or level 10. So I would still be missing 24k, which is not too bad, but one account I would need to be extremely lucky. That is weird, I just helped someone, I'm not even sure who that was. Well, oh, player something something. I'll need to find out actually who this is. Alright, guns, 24k. Yeah, I just did the two at the bottom. Okay, that one is out. Okay, we need to be extremely lucky. So we may just postpone the construction of the strategy center to tomorrow or like even later this evening. Maybe after 2 hour cooldown, I may be able to score 20,000 alliance points. Okay, so in a few minutes, actually I could use this one. I'm pretty much done on that big farm. Let's double check inside. Well, we've passed the game reset. Obviously, I could find myself many things to do. But right now, marches are out. I've grabbed all of this. I can double check and maybe start building, like start upgrading a most important building that I usually do, so that can wait. Same with the research. We need to double check the resources currently available on the farm and what I need on the main account. So just grabbing the freebies. We can take care of the crystal mine after. Um, and there we go. Right, I'll come back to full screen in a matter of a few minutes. I just need a little bit of time to log on to a different account. Excellent, and we are back. Excellent. So reset time is always a fun time. We'll get a lot of freebies, a lot of good stuff. Let's help everyone. Let's gather some silver. And then get back on the most important topic, the Hall of Heroes and the new bounties. So I've kept this account pretty much untouched. And by untouched, I will explain myself a little bit further. We will go straight to the hero store. So during the previous live session, I came back on how to generate those coins. It's not only from, well, using the parcels on bounties will allow you to generate some of those coins. I would say a fairly small quantity. You get as a reward 135 each and every time that you put one of your parcel in this. But actually raising a bounty costs a bunch of those gold coins. So I could keep going, keep chipping in to the existing one, but to be able to start the very first bounty, clicking on the plus icon actually brings you to a very specific screen where you can select to exchange some unwanted, like I may definitely have some extra, what is that name again? But anyway, that green guard, most likely I would be able to sell some of these. I may even be able to sell the whole 111. Anyway, like that's a guard. Even if I don't even think that I've invested any XP in this. I have no intention of using Madame Brutale at any point in time. This is wood and food gathering that could always be useful. Actually, I do have a lot. Maybe I should review my guards first, but just to complete the example, I don't need to sell everything, and I'll use something much safer. which are crafting materials that used to be rare but now are like pretty average or pretty easy to find. So let's say I'm gonna keep myself a little buffer, a pretty good buffer of 100 of those sandalwood, if I'm not mistaken. Got the snake wood, sandalwood, the feathers. So we'll get rid of some of them. The blue items, the ratio is 3 coins per item. There we go. I do have a lot and a lot of blood flasks and tourmaline. Let's get rid of some of them. We'll keep the same rule. Keep 100 as a just as a safety net. I am pretty sure that I will never use them to craft any items. Worst case scenario, I will be dismantling some equipment that would give me even more of those extra materials. Talents, really don't need this. I'll keep 8. And there we go. So already 2000, not yet enough or barely just enough to start a bounty, like let's say a level 1 bounty. So I feel pretty safe exchanging this. And now also the tricky part. What I just did, I just dumped, or let's say, yeah, I dumped my own items, and all I got in return were coins like specific to this account. I did not contribute in any way to the Alliance jewels that are required to put those items in the store. So right now is a pretty good moment to be crystal clear and very straightforward with any Alliance member. Like you should not buy more than what's already like in the bank. So everyone is contributing to raising those jewels. You see, we were at 200k earlier, so basically, like someone just grabbed a big portion of the funds of our alliance to, well, it was easy to see. This is fairly expensive. So basically, before I bought any of my items, I was at 10k. That screen is not refreshing, but that is extremely useful right now. Maybe like if I had been playing hardcore all day, which I've been doing, so or that I didn't sleep at all last night and started using the update like as soon as it was released 100%, maybe I would be around 15k. So my buying power right now is pretty close to just 15k. Hero Star, boom, those are level 4. So that's pretty much like, yeah, 400% too much. So there we go. That's going to be another quick discussion, but pretty interesting to put this in the session, in the recording as well. Like it gets tricky to manage that store, or basically any player requesting anything that costs more than, as we speak, after just 1 day of the update being there, like over 20k worth of items, like we should just refuse this. And even better, you can see the full history and you can actually backtrack like a fairly long time, like backward. So being careful with this, always keep enough food to feed the whole family. And yeah, we could actually raise a few more of those coins. Let's double check what is going on with the guards on that account, which also allows us to talk about a slightly different topic. So there is something that I did not do on this very specific account, just because the level of the purple guards are extremely high. I am less tempted to do like I did on different accounts. The green guard, this is for the weapon master, is extremely good and extremely cheap to level up. Actually, for the combat side, the guards are Yeah, the cheapest guards are extremely good options, but I'm already past like halfway getting the fragments to level 3 and army damage plus 16%. I definitely want this. I'm pot committed regarding the level of the guard. I may actually just keep working on those purple envelopes and buying straight from the expedition store. And here that could also be a pretty good question. Infantry health pretty high, like 21%. Infantry defense, which I could trade for 3 skills, but 2 that I found that I would find less important. Even yeah, that is extremely good. That's my go-to guy to sell all of those fragments. Second star would bring me mortars, like basically artillery versus trap damage. Like, could be useful 1% of the time if I really want to crash those traps, but I would rather kill troops and not send any artillery when attacking people. And even when attacking them, I would still pretty much rather reduce my casualties. So I'm definitely not a big fan of this guy. Like increasing the cavalry attack, the distance damage is interesting. Cavalry damage, yeah, also interesting as well. But boosting artillery, I would not invest all the experience required for this, and might I might actually just get rid of all fragments and trade them for purple envelopes, which will help me build the purple guard that I want. But coming back on topic, and also, okay, I definitely don't need, at some point, I will need to bring that guy all the way up to level 20, but not required. Right now, I love that little bug that just won't let me select the exact number that I want. So, there we go. Ah, alright. Boom. Level 10. Let's gain that almost 25k additional hospital capacity. And pretty soon we would even be able to add to the reinforcement capacity. Like we are getting extremely close. I could buy this right away, but I do not need the extra reinforcement as we speak. Even last minute, I know from the Royal Expeditions I could buy 23 missing fragments, but I'll still try to grab as many freebies as I can from the game. That one can definitely wait. That guy, extremely interesting. So this is the current dilemma. If I bring that guy to 3 stars, I would still get a nice boost to the infantry defense, but then I would be boosting the health for my distance and cavalry. So, current dilemma. A very high level purple guard that does a very good job protecting my infantry, or another one that would still be decent, or let's say half decent for my infantry, but would boost the HP of my distance and cavalry. I'm 8 fragments away. That's another thing that I could pay upfront right now, but I'm still wondering if I would go like the whole way, and it would still require a whole bunch of XP to bring that guy up. So I'll keep crunching the numbers. Oh, that's also pretty good. Resource production plus 14%. I think I'm gonna buy this right now. That's less than 4k, 3.4k gems from the Royal Expedition. But here again, this is an account where I don't care that much about resources production, resources gathering. This is not the main priority, so let's see. And I know I could go the whole way, but that Maurice of Orange That's just a lower version of the blue guy, Brismo, that we were Bernajou, that we were looking at a few minutes ago. So I did great. Nothing invested in that guard, and I've got 127 fragments that I can recycle and use for a different purpose. That I have absolutely no doubt about this. Cavalry health, distance health, infantry defense. The blue guy will give me 25%. I think this one would be 20% or something like that. But I will get a slightly better version of this. This can all go to the garbage. It was definitely worth double checking. Like I'm about to sell months and months worth of fragments, but by now I'm pretty sure of what I'm doing. Here I still have like that dilemma. It could still be a easy quick fix right now. Getting 17% to troop attack, definitely not bad, but I'm still missing what 31 fragments. So another thing that could be worth just I'll sleep on it. Tomorrow will never be too late to come back on this, and that could also be another very interesting investment. Bringing my construction speed to 17%. Actually, let me double check. My Galileo may already be construction speed 7.5, so that would be a 10% increase. But I could keep working on that guy level and combine a pretty high research speed to this. Oh, dilemma. But like it's all good. It's all good news. I have options, which is not always the case on all possible accounts. So I've double checked my guards. The whole point was to see what I can scratch from that list. So let's keep doing a little bit of a cleanup. 127, boom, it should be 3. Oh, that's a nice, that's a very nice payback. Okay, that was definitely worth it. So 87 of that useless. Okay, pretty interesting. Also on the defense, I will never ever invest anything for this guy. But here again, I don't want to get caught in like in the same game that I've explained before. I would be doing this to start bounties, not to buy everything in the store. So if there's no rush in doing this, like that's it, there's absolutely no need to do it right away. Even this one, my purple guard, is much better than that blue one. So until it's just trim a little bit. Boom, I want that guy. Look, I could always change my mind. Here, I'm never gonna change my mind, but I'm still gonna keep 80 just to be on the safe side. Again, the game is trying to get under my skin. Alright, I'm almost doubling up my total, so it's still a fairly decent amount. I'm actually quite surprised. The materials did not yield. Yeah, it was a lot less than this. Let's also trim 7 right there. So now I would even be facing a whole new dilemma. I could keep buying a few more banners, and this very specific account needs some love regarding the banners. But since we are doing that recording, and it would be nice, that is also That seems pretty steep, but hey, take a closer look another time. Ah boy. Okay, let's forget about the bounty. Alright, and I'll talk to my guys another time. Nope. Alright, so what else? What else? We did a little bit of farming. I'm actually forgetting everything about my farms. That's also a lot more like the pace which I should be doing everything on the farms. The point is, you saw me play a little bit around with like with the troops that I was sending earlier, but it should be just easy, boom, boom, boom. You do a few clicks, you move to something else. Let's do a gold count on this, and let's see if I could get lucky enough and push the alliance to level 10. Okay, let's bust the timer, pay for the refresh, and see if we get lucky. 1 tier 2, 2, doesn't smell good. Oh yeah, tier 3, right, final run. Hmm, nope, extremely, extremely close, but only, it was not even 7,000. So that would mean with that level of luck, 2 more refresh, I would rather wait a couple of hours, maybe 4 hours, and get this for 100% free. Ah, that's another brilliant thing. Well, too late now. You're back at the end of the queue. And just to be on the safe side. There we go. The point is not to be mean, but that's the third recording that I did today, and I just can't get a chance to actually do a bounty. As we did place a few rules not to like abuse the system, make sure that we complete those bounties. So now we basically have 6 hours to provide a total of 200 parcels, and that's pretty much what the whole team can generate in 6 hours. So not worth pushing our luck any further. We'll do rallies, we'll grab some chests. Actually, maybe I can provide some more. Well, I still have some stamina. The point also of logging on that account was to recall my main march, make sure that all my marches are busy, that I'm using everyone properly. Uh, nope, no rewards there. I do love those big blue buttons, but when they don't give me anything, it's like, eh, alright, 4 parcels. Yes, thank you. A little cleanup. So they are calling up the new event. That means that the stricken vampires will disappear soon. So I will definitely do a blitz today and try to get a few more syringes. Have I cleaned up all of them? They disappeared because the event ended abruptly. I'm pretty sure I should still have some of them left. I just saw some vampires not long ago. Maybe I've been a very, very clean boy and used them all on that specific account, but it's really time to get rid of those. So another new objective on those farms: use one single march to try and trade as many syringes as possible. Right, come on guys. Um, Maybe we'll get lucky. Because right now it was already confirmed that in the new camps we were not getting any syringes from camps 31 and higher. Now what I will be trying to confirm is if we are still getting them from lower level camps, which I can do from a different device. Okay. Mm, I'll just take 30 seconds to double check the reports that I have elsewhere. Spoils, nope, 31. Okay, that's kind of bad. I did do some testing earlier. I did went for level 30 camps, but I was in a hurry, did some cleanup in my reports section, and basically lost the results of my tests without double checking. Maybe I can use those little guys though. Oh boy. Okay. They cannot defeat the new camps. I'll stop trying. And that level 27. Well, no syringe, but maybe worth trying again. That's a little sad. I was truly hoping like those two can defeat a level 30 together, but all three of them cannot defeat a 32. So that really means that the new camps are a little tougher than I had first expected, or that I'm dealing with farms, not main accounts, so maybe my expectations should be a little lower. All right, uh, let's also test this. Is my guy strong enough to go after the new I still call them like individual monsters. Unreliable monsters. And boom, she's down. Right. And it was even fairly easy. I should be able to defeat the 32 as well. But I don't want to scroll all over the place. I have one test to do as well. Hmm. Right. Ah, yes. I love it. So the camp is still here. Can I get lucky enough to get another 27 food? Let's burn that stamina. And my third guy right there, which is now definitely just the third wheel, will also go kill some snakes. Well, yeah, that's a test that could still take a while. What did I get here? Coins only. That's 31. That's 31 as well. Okay, that doesn't work. And anyways, I already got rid of pretty much all my syringes on that account, so I'll just keep going for the highest possible level that I can find. It was only for 3 or I don't know, 3, 4, maybe 5 chests that I would get from the stricken vampires. That doesn't really seem worth it. In this case, I would rather go for the highest possible chest from the Red Guard camps. Oh, and look, I'll do something that I really hate when people do that to me when I find a fresh camp. But when it's done to the same guys already doing it, it cannot really hurt. Let's just make sure. Already rallied by someone else? Yeah. There you go. If this is how it works, we'll take the easy way. And let's keep an eye on it. Today is a very, very bad day for just people sneaking in our rallies last minute. Boom. So let's secure that rally, completely close it, sending one troop from a different account, and getting as much RSS as possible. Right, rally is about to land. Actually, those two guys will be able to do one more rally together. I'll need to go very low, maybe even below the, yeah, definitely below level 26. It's still gonna bring more food on the table. Literally, will help push the main accounts, and still seems to be the right strategy. All right. Anyway, time to take a short break. Got a few things to do around here. I'm not ready to push the strategy center. I'll just be doing a few rallies and some daily chores. So if you have something pressing, add a comment once the recording is available on the channel, or post something right now on the chat. And most likely I'll be back later tonight.